very well acknowledged by the community. So we also are there to support others' growth, making a difference. Very, very important. Our firm has made a huge difference in India. We are the thought leaders in indirect taxes. 50 plus knowledgeable plus committed leaders we have given to the community. They are not with us. Within us, we have another 50 ready. We are the pioneers in indirect tax audit. Way back in 1990, I started this audit, and with my guru, Mr. Ravi Shankar, who also is a ethical and terribly knowledgeable person. With him, I wrote a book on Central Excise Audit in 2004 and again in 2008, Service Tax and Excise Audit. And this audit was done of TTK Group. Today, you all are doing thousands of audits. We need to be pioneers. We can take up FTP audit, custom audit. I don't know what you people come out with. We have spawned, that means developed, given birth to more than 20 plus authors. The books we are writing now, total number of authors will be around 12. We have been lucky to get people like Mr. Murthy, who is retired from the CESTAT, as one of our joint authors. He brings in so many thoughts, all with his immense humility. We have built capacity of CAs across India to practice GST, as I had mentioned earlier, more than 1 lakh. More than 200 plus suggestions have been made by our firm for making indirect tax laws simple, fair and transparent. I am not talking about my stint in the ICAI. At that time, we made more than 1,000. This is only H&A contribution. Even now, many of us are working to make suggestions. We make presentations to the associations and go forward to explain to them, and they make suggestions. GST Council representations we have made. Many of them have come up with wonderful results. If I were to look at some of the old achievements, you know, there was this Akshay Patra, which is providing lakhs of government school students food. They were saddled with a liability in Chennai and in some other places where they were asked to pay under outdoor catering. We made a representation. I think Rupa had prepared it, and then the institution, the NGO which was running this, Sri Krishna Foundation, they took it up, and there was a notification issued within 2 months. India is a place where employability is a big problem, and now in this pandemic it has become even bigger. In the time, Reddy Laboratories from Hyderabad, they were doing one wonderful scheme for rural empowerment, and at that time department made a demand saying that is coaching. At that time also we made some suggestions, and lo and behold, 45 days later there was a notification exempting it. So we are contributing to the law. You know that I write regularly on the on LinkedIn, and many of you contribute. So many of you have given wonderful articles, and I have also shared it in LinkedIn to make a difference in this country. Our country is such a lovely country. You can't compare any other country. I have gone to US. I find it is small. That country thinks small. People in the country think smaller. We are the people who think broadly. We think of others. And let us make this indirect tax law in India. Keep up the effort to make it simple. It's quite a big challenge, but we have made some good suggestions. I remember once we had the APM meet, and in the APM meet there was something raised about the corruption in the FTP. Just one talk, one LinkedIn note which was given changed the entire indirect tax, the FTP officers' thought process, and they were, instead of telling our people, get lost, I don't have to meet you, they started treating them with respect, and now we get refunds faster than or equal to others. Of course, there will be some 1 or 2 corrupt fellows who will try to prick us. We have to stand strong, report them, meet the higher officer, see that we get our rights, our client gets their rights. Growing by giving. Smaller part of bigger pie is something which is a philosophy. As I said, we have supported 1,400 children. Our aim is to do more, 5,000. We want to build the capacities of commerce student. Academy was a sprout out of this. We have done 3,000 plus. Our aim is 1 lakh. This is how H&A has made the difference. I would like to acknowledge all of you, especially my partners. And among my partners, I would say Sudhir, who gets the brunt of my impatience, my jumping to conclusions. He has, though he is much younger to me, he has shown a lot of maturity in giving me the other view. The strategic partner team of Rupa, who has also been giving very politely. She is extremely polite, but when she speaks, I have to think twice before giving her a reply. We have also inducted on rotation basis other partners from the branches. Ashish, of course, even if he's not in the strategic team, he does give me some balance by giving different views. Somehow, all of them have been generous in, in giving their support to me, and it has been conditional. All of you, many of you would have met me. Some of you thought I was a dinosaur. Many of you have maybe come to know that I am like some sort of a benevolent dictator. Maybe that's how I see myself. I would like to acknowledge all of you because you have been in this journey a very, very big part of making the H&A brand in the country. Clients liking us, affection in the we have no competitors in the profession, affection from the professionals. I would like you to be safe in this period. Please follow the COVID norms. I think the additional norms for, when you get back to your place, compulsory quarantine, please follow it. Remember, you be safe, keep us safe, and work is not going to go anywhere. We expect in our firm that once the COVID pandemic comes down, we will grow in a V shape. Remember, we are just in the starting of the downward trend. We expect not less than 50 lakhs to 1 crore Indians to get infected minimum before the vaccine, the cure for this deadly pandemic comes. But remember, it's not such a big thing. All of you young fellows, young boys and girls, men and women, we have enough resistance. Do your important things like keep your health up, do your daily exercise, do your daily running, be engaged in some sport, keep your mind also active. And you will see that once the pandemic is over, H&A is poised for a leap. We will leap and achieve much more. Let us all grow to our potential and serve this wonderful country of India, the wonderful profession of chartered accountancy, and ourselves. Thank you very much for this, your listening and your ear. And I would request you to ask questions. Maybe you can, I don't know how, can I ask Sudhir to manage the questions such that you can send a question and Sudhir will read out the question. All the partners will support in giving their views also. We have about half an hour for this. So we would like to take questions from other than the partners, anybody and everybody. Thank you very much. Have a nice Sunday or weekend. Sudhir, over to you.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everybody. I think you would have also got the mail regarding the Saturday session, which we wanted to have it at the national level. So that is also something which you could be very. So as a first state, first start, we have looked at looking at our own self in understanding what the vision and mission statement is. Many of us, when we looked at it, we did not actually understand what exactly it meant. So this exercise was you to give it in clarity as to what each word indicates there and how we are looking at the thing. And this is what you may have to demonstrate when you are working along with your colleagues, and also when we are working and be around for the clients. So this is something which you may have to look at. So any queries, anything, any discussion, any interaction, anything which you did not clearly understand in any of this, or any confusion or doubts in the mind, or a different thought process of looking at it, anything is there, please do put it on the chat box. You can also say that I want to speak, and we will allow you to speak and express your thing. So please take the best opportunity for this. No questions? Yeah, any partners, anybody wants to share anything? Hope I am audible, right?
Yes, Sudhir, you are audible. Though there is
Sudhir,
little
can we ask each partner, every partner, to speak for 2 minutes? And if some questions come in between, please take it in priority. We can start with Ashish, since he started speaking.
Yeah. So,
Ashish?
yes, sir, that first slide of presentation, whether that could be put on the screen with purpose, vision, and mission statement. So, basically, what I just wanted to convey to everyone that uh, as an organization, many times when we look at any vision or mission statement, it may appear to us like a formality. But when we actually go and understand the relevance of the purpose or vision or mission statement, it is like dressing of an organization, clothing of an organization, soul of the organization, everything is there. So many times we as an individual or as an organization may have some doubts, some questions as to how to proceed in given circumstances. But if that point of time, if we look at the vision and mission statement, the purpose of the organization, many things would get resolved automatically. We would get answer to many of the questions. And the whatever this vision and mission statement is prepared, it is not that formality of documentation. Just am I audible?
There is a phone ringing, Ashish.
Yeah.
Audible.
Yeah. So it is not that it is mere formality. Each word, like Madhukar sir explained in very detail, has very deep meaning of its own. We need to understand each of the words, each of the sentence. What is the underlying reason for entire vision and mission statement? We need to see how can we cultivate all these traits in our habit, be it as a professional and as a person, and so that whatever action we do, whatever behavior I would say we have, and whatever work we perform, everywhere it should come out clearly that yes, this is H&A, this is the I would say best professional traits what we could see in anybody. So wherever you have any doubt, any question for any of the vision and mission statement related aspect, if you do not have anything in mind as of now, you can certainly come back to any of the partner. You can even directly write to Madhukar sir also as to we need to understand these aspects, and we would always be, I would say, welcome any of your question queries, and we would certainly try to explain what we mean to say as an organization in vision and mission statement. Yes.
Sudhir, can you one by one go so that nobody is missed? And in there, by 125, you should give the summary. With that, we'll close. Sudhir?
Madhukar sir, sorry, can you repeat it? Your voice was not audible.
What I'm saying is that can you quickly see that all partners are covered in the next 20-25 minutes, and at 125 you can give your closing remarks.
Yeah. In between, there is one question which has been a question or not question, basically a doubt, sort of a clarification which has been asked by Hemant. Hemant, can you unmute yourself and speak out?
Yeah, Madhukar, in I think third slide you said that under promise and over deliver, you are saying it adds to integrity. Is it fair and ethical from our side to promise low and deliver over?
Yeah, it's a very good question, Hemant. And let me tell you, it is like this. Many of us know, we think that we know a lot of things. We have an immense confidence in our thought process. And we think sometimes far beyond what we are really capable. And therefore, a professional, not everybody, a businessman will not do it. A professional has to always keep a little to himself. You know, he should be conservative when quoting. He should be conservative when promising. And in case you are going to give more than that in the end, anyway, the client will be delighted. But the point is that always we say no professional skepticism. What is this quality of a professional or a chartered accountant? Being conservative. We are always conservative. Even if we give an opinion which we are almost sure that the client can follow and he will not have a dispute, or if he has a dispute, it will be in his favor. Even then we say, intimate department, take their confirmation. This could be disputed. Retrospective amendment may be an action which the department will take, even though today's law is in your favor. This is what I mean by saying that under promise and over deliver. Maybe you can also do a little Googling. You will find very famous people have talked about this particular quality, which helps to build trust and integrity. Yeah. Sudhir, go ahead.
Yeah, Madhav. Madhav, would you want to say something?
Yes, Sudhir. All of the things are covered. I don't have much to say. Only thing is, it should not happen that we have all this vision, mission, and core values only in our mind. So whenever we get an opportunity, we should also communicate this with our clients as well. If I take an example, there are core values like integrity, and there is in integrity we say that we are ethical. So we should also convey to the clients that we are ethical and we don't indulge in bribe. We should also say that we are independent, so we don't keep away from reporting which is where there is a liability. So these are the things which we need to communicate when we meet clients also. We should also tell them that these are all the core values which are defined in our firm. I don't think many of the CA firms have this vision or mission. So when we make this clear that we have a vision and mission, we have core values, it will be much appreciated. And I have experienced this from many of the clients also when I said that these are our core values. Yeah, that's what I had to say.
Thank you, Madhav. Ravi. Ravi, you want to go?
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, yes, okay. So Sudhi sir, can you just take it to that first slide where our purpose, vision, mission is there? Yeah, so
Madhukar, sir?
one important.
Yeah, go ahead, Ravi.
Yeah, we are in the first slide, no? You can see it?
Yes, I can see it.
Yeah.
So one important thing which is there in the current thing is the purpose, which was not there earlier. Earlier it was a vision, mission, and a value statement. So this is somewhere a new thought process that has, an idea which was brought out. So I would just like to talk a little bit about the purpose part of it. So purpose is something where what is the reason of our existence, why we are here, what is the purpose, why we are all doing what we are doing. So that is the purpose. So the question that comes is that are we all here only to make money, or only to just learn indirect taxes and share the knowledge of indirect taxes, or what is that we are here for? So that is where, if you see, one of the very important word that comes in a purpose is serving. So serving is a much larger word and a much bigger word, wherein what we are trying to say is that our main purpose as to why we are all here doing what we are doing is to serve. So if there is anybody who is in need, so whether or not, it may be possible that in some cases, client may not be able to pay us to the extent what we would have thought that, out of the assignment we would be, considering various time and other aspects. But still, it is our duty that we serve somebody who is in need, within whatever our domain is there. So that is one important element which I just thought, although Madhukar sir has explained in detail, I just thought I will talk about this. And most importantly, why we need to have this entire purpose, vision, mission, and value statement is that many times it is possible that while we are doing so many things, we get lost, and we, somewhere the direction is lost as to where we are heading towards. We may like to head in one way, but suddenly, because of various things happening, we may get lost and, become directionless. So every time, we are in doubt, this particular document, this particular statement, that is purpose, vision, mission, and value statement, is a guiding light for all of us. So anytime, wherever we are in doubt, we should again go back and look at this statement, so that there emerges a clarity as to really what is that we want to do, what is our vision, and how do we want to do that, and what are the values that we should imbibe in ourselves while we do what we do. So this is a broad summary I thought I will just share. Thank you, Sudhir sir. Thank you, Madhukar sir.
Thank you, Ravi, for your insight. Wonderful. Rupa?
Okay, after this inspiring talk which Madhukar sir has given to us, very less to add. However, I would just like to say we should all follow and adopt this purpose, vision, mission which is there, and the values which are there in our day-to-day professional life, and reach to greater heights, not just for us, but each and every one of us who is there and who is a part of this Siryagange family. That's all, sir.
Thank you, Rupa. Venkat?
Sir, am I audible?
You are audible now. Go ahead.
Yeah, nothing much to add. Madhukar sir has explained very beautifully and very detailedly for each line of the vision, mission, purpose, and all. Only thing is, all this purpose, mission, vision, mission, value statement was done considering the interest and objective of all stakeholders of H&A, be it clients, be it leaders, be it staff, everyone. So I hope everybody will adopt to this culture and drive towards this. That's all, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Venkat. Vikram?
Firstly, I would thank Madhukar sir for making this wonderful explanation of the statement, because it is not just a theoretical statement, but he could give a lot of examples wherein we could link and correlate to the statement, sir. One point which I wanted to add is that all of us should own this statement. It is not that it is just a statement of Madhukar sir, or it is a statement of only the partners. Each and every employee, or I would say a family member of H&A, should own this statement, and also we should take pride of this statement, sir. For example, if I look at the vision saying that we should be the preferred professional organization, so when I look at large corporate clients in Chennai, and they give me a perspective that you are my preferred choice in case I have any requirement, so that gives us so much of pride, and I can link it to the vision of the firm. So every one of us should have a pride over this statement, and as Mahadev also stated, keep a focus, and also you can communicate to the clients wherever it is possible. Thank you, sir.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you, Vikram. Subbu?
Good afternoon, all. Thank you, Madhukar sir, for explaining in detail of every word in it and the meaning of every word in it. Basically the purpose, vision, mission, value statement is about what we believe. Okay, we have to believe in the statement. It is not that we should, everybody has to, in whatever, it is not for partners, or it's not for Madhukar sir or Sudhir sir, it is for everyone. If we believe in it, then you will inculcate or possess that values, everything in it. Okay, once, obviously all these values, everything, we may be having already in it, in our whatever daily life we are doing, but once we have in this as a statement, no, then obviously we'll again go into that statement and see, oh yeah, I think again it is a remembering for us always to follow our ethical standards and the values accordingly. So what I suggest, I request everyone, first you believe in it, then it will happen. So thank you, sir.
Thank you, Subbu. Believing is something very important. You have got the right thought process. Thank you, Subbu. Rajesh?
So good afternoon, all. So nothing to add much, but the only thing like how for us with respect to taxation laws or whatever law in our country, so constitution is the mother of all. So for our office, so this vision, mission, these statements are the core values. These are the like even if you see the constitution, it will start with we the people of India. So this is also like we the people of H&A. We are continue to follow all these things and all. So keep in this mind, and you can do all your work so according to these things. Thank you.
Very good, Rajesh. Thank you. Shilpi?
Yes, sir. What I would like to say is that this vision, mission, purpose, whatever we put, it's not that it's just put now for us to follow from now on. From what I have seen is all these, what is put in words is something which I had seen in the senior partners in this firm. So all of this has been followed right from the beginning that we were there, and these things are the reasons why where we are today. So it's not something new that we've bought on, which we want to do or something like that. It's something which we've been doing, just that the organization is growing bigger and bigger. And maybe we might not be as close as we were when we were smaller. So this kind of a document actually shows to everyone, or to understand that what are our values, what we intend to do, what we were always already and always following also. So what I'm trying to put in is this is not something new that we have put in to be followed, but this is something which we have followed, and we've tried to put it in words for everyone at large to know. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Shilpi. Pradeep? Pradeep, you are there? Can we go to Akbar?
So the point what I would like to bring to everybody's notice is, now apart from what Madhukar sir has told, we read this statement before taking up every assignment or work and then take this up. Definitely whatever Madhukar sir has told and what we read from each word of this, we would definitely be in a position to bring value add to the clients, be a preferred professional organization trusted to deliver excellence in our vision and mission and our core values. So my what I would say is, we read this statement day in and day out and practice this, we cultivate this and imbibe this. That's it.
Thank you. Thank you, Akbar. Pradeep, you can go now. Are you there?
Sir, am I audible?
Not sure. There is some challenges,
Yes, yes,
bro.
yes.
Okay.
Sir,
Thank you
You are
all,
audible.
and Madhukar sir, for giving the inputs. I
Pradeep is audible,
would like
Sudhir.
to tell
hello.
and what our values is all. Yeah, Pradeep.
Sir, am I audible, sir? I don't know, some connectivity issue, sir.
Yeah, you
Yes,
are
you are
audible
audible.
now.
Pradeep, continue.
Yeah, sir. Okay. So nothing more to add, as most of the things have already been covered. See, what I see is that if you have to simply put this purpose, vision, mission, and value statement, what I find is that it will help us to understand what we are and what we are looking at from all of us. And if it also helps us, if there is a deadlock in taking any decision, it enlightens us as to how to proceed. Based on this vision, it will be based on vision, mission, and purpose. It will help us to understand what we have to do if we are stuck in taking any decision. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Pradeep. This is only this is always a way for us when we have got stuck. Yeah, that is the way to visit it. Thank you, Pradeep, for that.
Sudhir, sorry to interrupt. We can ask any of the our office members also if they want.
Let's finish first the partners, no, and the seniors.
Up to our purpose and vision. Madhukar sir?
Sudhir, I think there is
you are
some,
not
only the
connected
partners,
properly.
everybody together as an organization. This my network is causing poor quality.
Put
So
off your
I have
video.
challenges.
Put off your video and continue. Continue, no?
Yeah.
Next person.
I'm not sure it is better now. I'm not sure. I only wanted to give a short.
No, Sudhir, we'll ask Ashish to continue. Your connection is not straight. We'll ask Ashish to continue. Ashish, pehle partners ko bolo, then you
Yes,
give it open for others.
Yeah.
But we
So
should
Anil is there.
complete in by 1:30.
We will finish it. Anil is there.
Anil and Vasant sir are not there on the call.
Okay. Vasant sir is also not there.
No.
I think all other partners have already given their views.
You can give designated partners, branch in charge.
Yes, yes. So Manu, would you like to express your views?
Yes, sir. Am I audible?
Yeah, you are very much audible.
Okay. So good afternoon all. Madhukar sir has already covered all the specifications and all the points which is there in the purpose vision mission statement. He has explained very beautifully. Nothing much to add. Is that purpose is the only thing why HN is existing, and I feel it has been beautifully expressed. And as others have stated, that it should be the guiding light whenever we are stuck at some decision making point. And I feel that it is in our blood, and we will raise our flag high with this particular statement and keep on delivering. Thank you.
Thank you, Manu. So Akshay is there? Akshay?
Sir, I'm here.
Yeah, please.
Sir, I think as everyone has said, it is important that we all take this into our stride and understand what each item means and why it is important for us to follow what we all have agreed to. And secondly, unless someone accepts this concept into themselves, it will not be followed. So everyone should at least go through it once or twice and discuss with their seniors if what their thought process on this is in line with H&A policies. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you, Akshay, for summarizing. Venkat Narayana?
Yes, sir. As we growing big and exposed to diversity, the vision and mission statement and core values becomes necessary for the firm, and it is not meant for the partners, and it is for the firm. And everybody part of the firm should be understood and believe in the statement and the each and every word and the stated here, and it should be implemented. Rather being visionary, we should become action oriented or result oriented is what the thought process, sir. Thank you.
Thank you, Venkat. Arjun?
Sir, Arjun is in GST Advanced Certification course, sir.
Okay, fine. So now the forum is open for everybody to express their views. So anybody who wants to speak anything, he can unmute and express your views. We have another 5 minutes from any one of us to hear. Anyone from Bangalore office? From Hyderabad?
Sir,
yeah, please. Yeah.
Sir, as everything is covered, that vision and mission statement, every day we have to see this and we have to follow this. Sir.
Whether I should challenge the notice?
Thank you. From Hyderabad? From Chennai office? Anyone from Gurgaon office? Vizag? Mumbai? Pune?
Ashish, sir?
Yeah, please.
Sir, this is Rashmi. I want to add a few things. The vision, usually people like when they are in good times, when everything is going good, people will make their visions and all. But we H&A, though we are in the crisis, what we have seen in the decades, though we are in that crisis also, now still we'll think of giving value additive service, not compromising with our values, and we are trying to give. Our vision is not still diluted. That shows it's not just for the sake of telling, it's like our blood or skin, it's in us, within us. So this is what I felt. It's not for sake, we really follow it.
In fact, this purpose, vision, mission statement would, I would say, the difficulties what other could face. We believe that we would face the least difficulty in this period because of various practices what we as a firm have adopted. So yes, fully agree with your views that in the difficult time, if we are focusing on these aspects, that somewhere show that it is not merely for display, but it is for actual implementation, actual imbibing in our behavior. Thank you, Rashmi. It's over to Madhukar sir and Sudhir.
Sir, sir, this is Nandini.
Yeah, Nandini, please.
I just want to add this. Some of these vision mission purposes are also an identity to H&A. I think somewhere in Bangalore office, integrity from the department is also an identity to H&A. So every other location also at a point of time this would happen, that through this vision and mission as an identity becomes a portion of H&A also.
Yes, so what Nandini rightly said, in department, if anybody goes from H&A, this people would, department officer will automatically tell that yes, these people are from that office who have different style of working, and they have high level of integrity. So it is again what we have cultivated in our behavior, in our all the function which exhibit ourselves different from the other professional. Yes, Nandini, thank you for your inputs. Yes, Madhukar sir.
Oh, mine is over. I spoke a long time. I think we'll give it to Sudhir to summarize and thank everybody. Sudhir, are you on? You're muted. You're muted, I think.
Yeah, I am on a better network now. Hopefully, there should not be a oh, again there is an error. Maybe I'll switch off my camera.
You're audible. Please go ahead.
Yeah. So thank you all for giving your time, and as been rightly put it on, many of you would have already gone through the time management quadrant. So there is one of the quadrant which says that important but not urgent, and all the successful people, whoever has been succeeding in their career or business or whatever it is, are spending most of their time in that quadrant, which is important but not urgent. So revisiting our core values, our purpose, our vision, and our mission of how to achieve that particular vision is something which is very, very important. It will not become an urgent for us. It becomes an urgent only when things are not going good or not going well. But we have been able to look at this much ahead of time, and thereby we will be able to look at more of a success and more of achievement together. So please take every opportunity to live up to the purpose and vision of the firm. Any challenges, anything which is which you think is having a conflict, please do feel to free to discuss with any of us as a partner or the founder partner Madhukar, and we are sure we will be able to help you to achieve, to live up to our vision and our purpose. So thank you all for having the patience listening. Thank you, Madhukar sir, specifically for giving us, everybody of us, including me, that the entire thought process of as to how we have to look at with the examples, live examples, which has come into it. So thank you all. Let's have a very empowering year and knowledge learning henceforth. Thank you all. Bye.
Thank you. Thanks all.
Thanks all.
Thank you.